Alright, today I'm going to show you how to replace the flex disc in between your transmission and your drive shaft, and I'm going to change out the center bearing for the drive shaft. Let's just get right into it. This is what center bearing looks like, and then this is the flex disc. And I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown before step-by-step tutorial, and then go over all the tools that you will need for this job. So very first thing you'll have to do is to remove the exhaust. And this will be the most difficult task if it's your first time removing the exhaust. And these bolts and nuts, they are probably going to be extremely rusted because this car right now is 2002, so that's 18 years old. So most E46 will be along the same age. So you have to brace yourself, and even with proper tools at a shop, I went to my friend's shop, and then with torching we took about 2 hours to get the older bolts and nuts off, and I had to order these new ones, and it'll be the perfect time for you to get the gaskets as well for the exhaust. So brace yourself, be patient, and this will be the most extreme job for you, or difficult job for you. And then once this is done, so this is 16mm right here in the back, and then this is 15. It could be 14, but the new ones that I got is 16 right here, and then 15. So I would use my wrench on the back, and I'll just hold it and then impact it using 16mm socket and the 1/2" extension with my impact gun. I highly recommend you getting this impact gun because this will save you so much time. Okay, so that first, and then going towards the back actually. And these are 13mm nuts. Just take 1, 2, 3, and 4 off. Mine just broke off right here, so I will have to get a new one. Okay, so 4 13mm right there, and then the center. So this will be the support for the whole exhaust. So I would actually recommend you having a floor jack underneath this part right here to support before you take the whole thing off right here. And these are 13mm bolts. 13mm. There's 4 from this is just the brace for the frame, and then this is the actual support right here. There's 2 right here, 2 right there, so 8 total. And your exhaust will come off. And then the heat shield, there will be 4 10mm bolts, 2 on each end, 1 2 and 1 2 right there. And then you can see your drive shaft. Okay, and first I will take off the rear differential part right here, and this will be E12 Torx, and I've actually used E12 Torx, E12 Torx, and the 3/8 of an inch swivel, and then the extension, and then 3/8 to 1/2 inch to my impact. Once that is off, then I will take off the flex disc, and this will be 18 right here, 18 right here, and using my adjustable wrench I will hold the back portion just like that. Oops, sorry, just like that, and then I will impact it from this side. So those will be very easy to take off. And then once that is off, you will need to take off 2 13mm nuts right here, and then the whole drive shaft will come off. And then to take off the center bearing, you will need to have this needle nose plier that spreads out, because there's a, you see that ring right there, that clip, you have to spread that out and then take the whole ring out, and then you can take the center bearing out. Alright, so that's the quick rundown, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. So let's get right to it. 1 down, 3 to go. Okay. Okay. Alright, once you remove your heat shield, you can see the flex disc right there, and those are held on by 18mm bolts and nuts. And then here's the center bearing, and these are held on by two 13mm nuts. And if you follow along, there's 4 torque screws right here, and these are E12 shaped like that. And there's 4 of them, so let's take them off and take out the whole drive shaft. Just like that. I love this impact gun. This really does everything so much easier for me. Wow. You just need to take off the drive shaft. Well, actually, the whole thing, because you have to replace this. Forgot about that. And then I gotta remove the O-ring right here. See that? Okay. Put that aside, and then alright, I finally got it off. I just kept hammering on this side like that, and it came off. Now we're going to install the new one. Alright, so we've got the new one now, and there's 2 sides here. So one you can just see the whole bearing, and then one you don't. And this is the side that you put in towards the drive shaft. Like that. Alright, I've got everything set up now. I've got the older bearings that I don't need anymore. And I'm going to put the new one. I'm just going to use the older ones as a washer and just hammer that thing into the drive shaft. So this is a new one. Make sure this part goes towards the back, and this is the front. Wow. It's all the way in now. Let's see. Almost there, almost there. Yep, it's in all the way. Alright, we got the bearing in now. And we've got this tool with the plier that spreads out. So I'm going to spread the O-ring and put it all the way towards the bottom. And I can kind of push it down. Push it all the way down. And it snaps in. And we're good to go. Alright, so we're going to put the drive shaft back on. But then I actually had to take this off right here, where it locks the whole drive shaft. And it's got the whole plastic piece inside. And that'll block you from putting this piece in. So take that out first. And then slide it in there. And then put your drive shaft in there. Release and pull. Okay. All right.